Mount Rush, more vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake. Brady rolling to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Henderson is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin with a run by Smith. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Boyd. Newton now to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
2nd down and goal. Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And some room to work. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Push him back. No. 53 Linda. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. And we got to get to 32.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. No, 66. Hey, 66.
On play action, it's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, 41 yards. And the Bengals have come back to make it a 2-point game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Hey, 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Clark.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
On play action. Now Brady. On the move to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good, hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Once more with Henderson. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Darrell Henderson, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson, 83 yards. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Ayuk to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. A first down carry for Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Newton on first down. Open man left side is Gronkowski. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Smith up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Brady.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball?
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Colts. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Brady to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Brady to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. A final shot before the break. Newton. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for two, but they do get it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brady going to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, Brady out to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's got it complete to Clark.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Brady.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. That is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. Hey, Alabama. Go now. Hey, Alabama.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Inside handoff, Smith, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's got Gronkowski yet again. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He's going to air one out. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Newton now to throw.
Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Here's Newton.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The open man is Clark, complete. Brady now on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now.
Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Smith on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A handoff to Smith.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Newton. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking deep for Julio.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Now Brady again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd, a 5-yard touchdown.